Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Miss Nigeria and Darius on the out of the studio. So let's get on with the show now. Talk about sports administration in Nigeria. A lot of times we come here, we talk to sports federation presidents, find out what their vision and goals are for the development of the various sports in the country, and we hear all sorts. This is a chance for new persons to come in because we're getting ready for the elections into the different boards of the federation. And rugby, there's been a lot of talk here and there on ways to develop rugby in the country. So I'll say rugby, yes, rugby is played in Nigeria. We told you the senior men's national team, they're known as the Black Stallions. Segun Benson is an ex-rugby player and now looking for ways to get into administration. He joins us now in the studio. Good to have you on the show, Benson.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
thanks for having me.
Let's talk rugby now. The current board led by the president, Edward Palm. What's your take with rugby under that administration?
Well, I mean, the current president has been in the helm of affairs for 4 years, and I can tell you, I mean, it speaks for itself because a lot of people are like, oh, rugby, do they play rugby in Nigeria? So it just tells you where we are. I mean, rugby has been played since the 60s, you know, in Nigeria, and of course, I don't want to use the word we're still at our infancy stage. You know, we should have gone past that. You know, and all has to do with proper, you know, structure, management. You know, focus on grassroots.
Okay.
So I think, you know, the present administration, they didn't focus on the grassroots rugby. That's why we're still having. Why people still thinking rugby is still at this infancy stage.
You played rugby abroad. I can see pictures. What are some of the things you've mentioned grassroots, so I cancel that. Some of the things that you see that they've been doing that we can do here to make rugby admirable.
Yeah, I tell you what. You see, there's no team that wants to develop its player that will not focus on the rugby academy.
Okay.
You know, we have you know, like the grassroots programs now. When they come off, they feed the national teams or they feed various club sides. So they focus about 80% of the budget goes towards underage, you know, school rugby development programs. They spend money in their coaching, refereeing, and all of that. We don't have that here. So now you find out that as one phase goes out, the next phase comes in because they have a proper structure that they follow. But here, you know, we don't have that. We just want to concentrate on the elites, you know, forgetting the grassroots. I mean, I can tell you now, we have the stuff we do here in Nigeria. The I-Try, which was introduced about 4 years ago. I mean, more like 8 years ago. And I tell you, it's running in just maybe about 4 or 5 states now. Because, I mean, why did it stop running?
Okay.
Because the present administration, they don't believe in the I-Try vision. You know, the I-Try vision is basically a coach training and a referee training, whereby you train coaches properly, and they in turn go to primary schools and train.
And did you take it to the federation?
Sorry?
And why won't the federation accept such?
Yeah, now the federation, when they came in on board, this present administration, they decided to scrap the I-Try program and decided to bring their own, what they call, Get Into Rugby, a replication of what is already existing. You see, now that's the thing. Different administrators come in and want to say, oh no, this is what I want to do, you know. So when you break links like that, I mean, like, in Kano, for instance, now there's a club, Baiwa Rugby Club. Okay. They still have about 8 coaches. They're paying through this I-Try program. They're still paying about 8 coaches, and about 500 students are actually beneficiary of that I-Try program.
So of course it sounds like something that is good. Let's talk about the forthcoming elections now. You're going for the office of vice president. Yeah. Why vice president?
Yeah, exactly. At first, when I came out, I made a few phone calls to people in the rugby administration. I told them that I'll be interested in going for being the president. Now, we had a closed-door meeting, and they said, you know what? Okay, let me put it this way. Rugby is like if you need to be a general yeah, to lead your men. So when you find somebody that's been in, you know, when you find somebody that's more decorated than you are, then you know what
you give him a salute, and say take over.
And say take over.
Let's pause there. We will continue. We'll continue. Shegu Benson is a rugby administrator. We're taking a look at rugby administration in Nigeria. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, he will talk to us on ways we can develop rugby in the country. Don't go anywhere. Stay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.